Okay, we should be live. I'm not seeing it on my screen yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everybody. I've got Heather, Cindy, and Kathleen again with me today. We're going to work on our projects that we have, and today I'm doing this wooden nativity scene. I'm going to add accents to it and all that kind of thing. And if you're in the chat, just let us know. Say hello. Tell us if you're working on anything. And please hit that thumbs up when you join. Anybody else want to say something?
See, I'm bringing up my YouTube here. Put in my thumbs up.
I'm seeing like one person. It says waiting out there. So,
and two watching. You got 3 thumbs.
You and Kathleen. I don't have my YouTube pulled up. I just have the StreamYard up.
Yeah.
Anyway, anybody here?
Hey, Myra, buying space.
Oh, Myra, your stuff has been mailed. I don't know when it'll reach you, but it has been mailed. Did Dwayne tell you?
Hey, puppy.
Let me go over. Yeah, because I told Dwayne, I'm like, we have to get that into the mail before the next craft with me so that I don't look like such a slacker. I got plenty of other reasons to be a slacker.
Hey, Myra, how are you? So I'm working on this cup, and I was going to do vinyl on it, but my vinyl just did not want to cooperate. So I'm writing with a Sharpie on it, and I'm going to bake it.
Cool.
You think they'll know who it belongs to?
It belongs to John, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, here, I'm putting my volume down low so I don't echo. There. Just in case.
John is my sister-in-law's brother, and he lives with them, and he comes and spends Christmas with us.
Aha.
So I always get him something for Christmas. This is just his extra because they all are big coffee drinkers. And him and Christy they like mugs, and they always argue over who's going to get the mugs when I do mugs. So, and I put on the handle John's cup. Anyway, so I'll have to bake that at 400 for about 30 minutes. But I'm going to do that after a while.
So does that make sure the Sharpie doesn't come off?
Yeah, what it does is it bakes the Sharpie into the glaze.
The things I learned from you. Every time we do one of these shows, I learn stuff.
So I learned it on YouTube. So
I missed the trick. What was it that you put on it to make the Sharpie stay?
She bakes it.
You bake it.
Just baking it does that. Oh.
Yeah, you bake it, but it's only hand wash only. It can't go in a dishwasher.
Okay.
You wash with a I'll need to pull that sticker off. I don't want to bake it. It has to be hand washed only with a soft sponge. Don't scrub at it, because it will come off. I've done some before that came off, and so this time I went and watched some videos about things you can do to make sure that it doesn't come off. So
anyway. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have. So we're gonna go to my son's house, stop in at Dwayne's parents along the way, see them. And I would bake them shortbread, but his family thinks that shortbread's gross because they've never had my grandma's. But if they say that, if someone says that they think shortbread's gross, I'm not wasting my shortbread on them.
Right.
There we go. It's like, it's not my fault that their taste buds are inferior. So, anyway, then going up to Ian's, he's going to make dinner. And he and Chance, Natalie's boyfriend, work with a gal that doesn't have much going on for Christmas, so she's coming over, and we got her a pair of just fun little booties because I buy everyone socks. And then Natalie, she insists that everybody gets Legos, which I'm going to be wrapping some Legos.
Mhm.
And Dwayne picked out Batman Legos for Casey. I have no idea if she likes Batman or not.
That was one of JJ's requests this year was Legos. And we went to this store that is like a reseller store. You can tell that they sell on eBay and all that stuff, but they'll go and they'll find the vintage Legos and all kinds of stuff. And I guess piece by piece, recreate a whole set. And
Holy
they have
cow.
tables where you can just make your own little character and then purchase it or whatever.
Yeah.
But some of that stuff in there is so expensive.
Oh, yeah. But
I mean,
okay,
really
so
crazy.
my boys both had Bionicles. Of course, they don't have them anymore. I looked up buying Bionicles now because they don't make them. $100 they start at.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, these were like I was seeing 500, 600.
Oh, yeah. I figured the Lego kit that my brother and I got back in the 70s, if that was in its entirety, it'd probably be worth thousands.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I think that Ian has some of the parts and pieces. His first Lego collection was leftovers from mine and his dad's childhood Legos, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we spent $100 on Legos. For all of them, but I don't even know because last year I did not get Chance and Cat Legos. I got them some different things, but this year I did. I don't know is that they have the Lego passion that my children have, but I'm sure Ian and Natalie will put theirs together if they have no interest.
Right.
But because yeah, that was just one of those things. Natalie's like, you can't stop buying Legos, and because we didn't the year before, and she was like, "Where's my Legos?"
Right.
So we get those, and I have no idea. I still got my oldest son his main gift. I have no idea what to do because anything he wants is out of the price range.
I didn't full on glitter it. Do I need to add more glitter?
I would,
Okay.
yeah.
There's
But-
going to be little accented pieces on here, but mainly I wanted to keep a lot of the wood going on. Kathleen, do you want to show us what you're working on?
Oh, it's the same old thing I was doing last week, except for it's Heather's bracelet.
Yeah, we
Which
got
I had no idea until just moments ago, and I couldn't be more excited.
And what size is your wrist, Heather?
Do you want me? I can find a tape measure and tell you.
Yeah, just put a string around the wrist and measure it, because you got to wrap it around. I need to know exact size of your wrist.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Here, let me go get the one that I had to stop wearing for the moment.
Hi, Anita. Welcome.
And I'm gonna measure that. I'll be right back.
Hey, Anita, Fanita, how are you, hon? I'm drawing dots.
I'm covered in glitter already.
Look, so I added in some pink. Well, actually, it's a dark fuchsia.
I like
And then I done the dots too. So, look, if they don't know that that's John's cup, they just can't read.
Right.
So anyway, okay, now I have some other stuff like that here to work on.
Okay. This thing is so grubby because I wore it for a whole year and I've picked the gunk out of it, but it needs to be put in the cleaner thing, the sonic cleaner thing. We have one. What do you put in a sonic cleaner?
You put, you're talking about the chemicals or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
I use I use the stuff that you get, the jewelry cleaner, connoisseurs or whatever it's called. I'll show you. I got it over here.
Okay, because I'll have to write that down. Yeah, so here's my bracelet. The clasp is a little loose, so Dwayne said he'd fix it for me. Oh, sure, I've seen that. Yeah, that's
I put warm water and just a little drop of Dawn in mine.
A drop of the stuff.
And yeah, if you were gonna do
No,
like
Dawn.
vintage, if you're gonna do
Dawn.
vintage costume or something, then that's what. But if you're using Sterling, use Sterling or something that cleans Sterling.
So this is
Also,
gold.
don't put anything that has rhinestones in it
Yeah,
because it'll.
anything glued in
No,
or have a coating on the back of it.
nope.
Is that Sterling?
It's gold, but I think it's over.
Over Sterling?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But you know, the gold always eventually starts to wear off of the silver.
And that's okay because I like silver better. So,
Then rub away, rub at it as much as you want.
so this measures. This is
Yeah,
7.
anytime you want to join us or you want to be on one of the episodes with us and hang out, that would be wonderful.
This is 7 inches, Kathleen.
Okay. That's exactly what this is without the clasp, so probably make it almost 8. So I'll take some of the chain off then.
Okay, then it will be perfect.
Yep.
I am very excited.
So this is what I'm doing now. I'm gluing together Jenga blocks to make crosses. And then we're going to decorate them with some scrapbook paper and hang them on the Christmas tree in the children's sanctuary tonight. So I'm getting all the crosses made, and then they can decorate them after I get there with the paper.
Isn't this the wrong holiday for crosses?
Well, it's all, he all did it. He did it all, so I'll let him. I've actually seen a lot of cross ornaments. So
Really? Because you know that is one thing that I was is not a part of Mormonism is crosses.
I'll be right back, you guys. We had a delivery and they just left it in the rain out there. I might need to
Oh,
help.
that's
them.
All right.
So I did come upon her. Yeah. I don't even remember. I think I did buy it and then found a really pretty chain. I got Dwayne's mom because she's Catholic. I got her a while back for Christmas a really pretty silver. It's the oh shoot, what is that word for when it's the little intricate little decorations in the silver? What is that?
filigree.
Yes, yeah. And it was just very delicate, very pretty.
Son of a gun. If I'm not the stupidest thing that was ever born. I glued my hanger on the wrong side.
Oh, no.
Well, one of the blocks has printing on it, so
Do you want to see? I just opened up the box that we got. Do you want to see some of the Lego sets?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this is for my oldest son. I asked him what he wanted, and he said dinosaurs, which was funny because I was already looking at Jurassic Park as a kid. He was too young, like, for what he should have been for watching Jurassic Park, but he loved it. He watched it multiple times a day. I guess that just it explains what happened to him. So that and Power Rangers, because he was too addicted to the shows. So here's his Lego set.
Okay.
Oh, like I said,
That was Jurassic Park.
yeah. I told you CJ, their friend who's coming to for our Christmas gathering. She got the Batman, and then Natalie gets Harry Potter because she loves Harry Potter. And then we, I was looking for a motorcycle for Chance, and if anyone has shopped Legos lately, it's really hard to find just Lego something. It's usually
Yeah.
theme like the Harry Potter or the Jurassic Park. So here's a Minion motorcycle. And then for Jeremy, what did shoot? What
Do
did
y'all have a Lego land there?
No.
I was gonna say, because if you did, that would have been fun for the whole family. Y'all should have just
Oh.
got tickets for everybody and went to Legoland.
Yes, that would have been. Let me think. Well, I'm trying to remember what we got for Jeremy. When it shows up, I'll know. It'll be a surprise for all of us. My memory is not what it used to be. I hate it. The jokes about people when they start to become forgetful. When you're young, you're like, oh, that's never going to happen to me. And then it does, just like, wearing glasses.
Yeah. I've been wearing glasses since elementary, so.
Well, this is my.
I can't, say I know how that feels, but.
Yeah, this is my first pair, and it's the what is it? Progressive? Is that what they call it? Because it's the bifocal down. You know what I mean? Changes.
Oh, I don't know, because I don't have the bifocal part. I can't see far away.
And my eyesight correction is very slight, but I was getting headaches, so.
Mm-hmm.
From I guess from the readers off and on, so I just went ahead and got the glasses. But yeah, I'm not enjoying this getting to my late 40s here, and then everyone says, "Wait, it gets worse." I'm like, lovely. And that does not make me feel better.
Yeah, it's not just wait, it'll get better. It's not, no.
Yeah. Oh, so
Wait till you hit 90, you'll be newborn.
I am not living that long. Trust me. No plans for making it. My grandma lived to be 93. Nope, not going to do it. We're not going to let my mom go that long. So you can take it off of me now and make it a party again.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we're just looking at me at the moment, April.
Oh, I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to craft, and I look down and I'm not looking, I'm just listening.
But
I'm listening to chat. Let's see. Anita says, yes, I will next time. I purchased a bunch of bookmarks that I want to add gemstones on. I'm embarrassed to say I've never watched Harry Potter, she said.
Oh my goodness.
I love Harry Potter.
And I was going to show off my stockings. So yeah, you can go ahead and put me on.
Oh, okay. Now you want to be on there.
I know. I'm just going to be the hog of the show here.
No, you're fine.
It's because my project isn't that big, but I have other things, that I have done that I want to show.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, one thing is, see this binder? Look, April, do you see how there's colors?
Yes.
This is another character binder. You told me that my other one had no color.
Oh, yeah. I was like, add some color and sparkle and.
Yeah, so I color coded this one, so I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
It's not interesting enough to show everyone.
Why?
And so I actually had started this project 2 Christmases ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using the excuse of my gallbladder flaring up for why I didn't finish it the first year. That's a good excuse, right?
Sure.
And so here, I'm piling them all up. I can show you. We didn't do them all the same direction, which that's fine. But so I made the stockings. I actually have a whole bunch in burlap, and then decided I didn't really like the burlap look for stockings, at least when I made it. So I went for the fuzzy stuff. What is it called?
Felt.
No, nicer than felt.
Nicer than felt.
Make blankets out of it.
Cashmere.
Please.
Oh.
So I made a bunch of these, or
Those are
7.
cute.
What, I made 7 of them? Yeah, 7 of these stockings. Natalie says I have an 8th one somewhere. I need to find that for CJ. But and then on Christmas, we so I sewed the stockings, and then I went online and found different reindeer patterns, printed those up, cut them out, and drew them onto felt.
Mhm.
And then, so let's see. This one doesn't have a name, so I think this one is Dwayne's that Natalie put together for him. We need to put his name on it because he didn't care. Because
Those are cute.
Dwayne is not a crafter like the rest. You know, I raised my kids to be crafters. And my oldest, well, Ian is an excellent at drawing. His wife does all kinds of art. And then Natalie, she's more of the knitting. She can cut out beautiful snowflakes, like really intricate.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy, creative-ish. But yeah, instead of, I didn't really push the sports, but I always had craft projects, and there was glitter and paint and glue on my table through the kids' whole childhood because I was fine with that because we were building memories.
Yeah, exactly. And it was very inexpensive to do and spend time with your kids, and that was one reason.
Yeah, we started out with homemade Play-Doh, and then kind of built upon that, and then
I banned Play-Doh. As long as I have carpet in the house, Play-Doh is not allowed.
And homemade Play-Doh, not a big deal, especially if you color it with. I colored it with tea.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and so it wasn't a big deal because it was just the salt dough. But so this one's Jeremy's. We need to put his name on it. Natalie's the one who did a lot of the names because she has pretty writing.
Those turned out really good.
And this one's mine. She did my name for me because her writing is so much prettier than mine. So there I am.
Bambette.
Yeah. And here's Ian. He did his own name. And there he is.
Oh, I like the big nose.
Yeah, I like them to have all like their own look to them.
And this one, this one's Natalie's.
Cute.
That one's got like elf ears.
Oh, dang it. It lost its nose again. I didn't do enough glue. Hey. And
yeah, see, Anita said she banned slime at her house because it ruined 2 bedspreads. Yeah, my kids were real bad about getting things mushed into everything or their hair or. Hey, Kathleen from This and That.
my kids.
I give my children's church kids, well, I have a prize card, and every week we do random numbers, and so I always keep slime on the prize card. Love me.
This is my daughter-in-law's.
Cute.
And then here's Chance's. He must have done his own name. Natalie's fiance. There he is. So there, that is what we did on Christmas Day last year.
Awesome.
Along with watching Die Hard and eating and consuming spirited beverages.
Oh.
I have to, if Dwayne hears this, don't think I'm sticking up for you, Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne's not here.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if he's watching or not.
Anyway, you said Dwayne isn't into crafting. He likes to craft drinks.
There you go. Oh, he likes doing the diamond art. Yeah. And he would do models. And actually, he and Natalie would paint nails when she was little because from doing the modeling, he's good at the little detail work. I have very little patience for detail work. And I can't say it's that I can't do it. I just lose my patience.
Yeah, he was on Angie's a couple weeks ago doing his diamond painting.
Yeah, so he does like doing that. Half of it is just the social time, of course, like with us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having to, you know what it's like when you want something and you have to dig it out every time. And I don't know why that pom-pom did not stay.
Hey,
there.
Jude, welcome.
We're gonna do more blue. The pom-pom, of course, fell on the ground and bounced to where it I have to get down and get it, so I'm just gonna get out another pom-pom.
Around here, if you're not fast about picking up things, PUPPY comes and gets them.
Right.
Yeah, we don't have any puppies, just grown dogs and the old man poodle. So this is what I guess my daughter-in-law brought home. And Ian put a picture on, what is that? Okay, this is what my daughter-in-law brought home for Christmas.
Yeah, kitty, kitty.
Oh, so pretty.
They're going to name him Thomas,
though.
and he will be very well cared for. I think that they should have just taken my old crazy cat that I keep catching her, bringing her inside. There's nothing wrong with her. She'd be dead by now. There's something wrong with her aside from the fact that she's nuts. So I need to put her down because she won't stay in the house and it's freezing out. So I'm going to have to pay to kill my cat so that I'm doing the humane thing instead of letting her freeze.
Cats are very resourceful. They usually can find them somewhere warm.
She used to disappear at first for like weeks at a time, and every time I hoped that whoever had her wasn't going to let her outside again, and then I guess they got tired of her peeing in their house. And
Hey, Boo.
Sometimes in places they
Casey.
find it's warm, it's dangerous. They'll crawl up in cars and motors and stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got back working on the bus and realized that the lady across the street, her white cat, there's a hole that's cut in the floor. Well, now it's covered because we did get the wood put down. But it was crawling up through the motor. You could tell that because there was fur everywhere. But then it would get in through that hole and then get up in the driver's seat and sleep there at night. But now it's had to find a new home because we've got it all shut down and they can't get in there anymore.
Because then they start peeing.
We had bird's nest in there too that was able to get in there before.
There's a big gray cat that sleeps on the seat of my riding lawnmower out in the shed. Only my puppy is disturbing his inner peace because every time my puppy sees him, he wants to bark at him.
Yeah.
Big Gray don't run from him, but he don't try to hurt him neither. He just makes sure that the puppy knows he's bigger than him. We call him Big Gray. But
I'm making a mess.
messes are fun. I cleaned up my mess a little bit, but I've got another mess going now.
I got glue because it kind of clogged, and I stuck a pin in there and then squeezed a little too hard, and I got glue everywhere.
Got washcloths and glitter all over me now.
Yeah,
all over him.
Keep the glitter away from me. It'll be stuck to my hands.
After Halloween, this mess has been on my table. I just got a paintbrush I use to sweep it off every now and then. I don't really take anything off.
They make this cute little, it comes in shapes of animals. They're little, like hand sweepers that you can run over your craft area.
Oh, yeah.
Cute.
Okay.
I'm just cheap. I just sweep mine off in the floor and then.
Me too.
Basically, yeah, that's what I do too. Come over here. My vacuum, break down to the hand kind, and I can get all over in here.
Oh, shit. Oops, sorry.
Whoops, I didn't see
Cover
that.
it up, so I just sweep
It's okay. All my videos are marked not for children. Because you never know what's going to happen.
Mine are too, just for that reason.
One or two, but not for that reason. I just mark them not for kids because if you mark them for kids, like people can't save them.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, you can't make comments below them either. You want to block them. It blocks you being able to say anything below your videos. And you're supposed to not be able to, you know how y'all try to get 1,000 subscribers to.
Yeah, I don't think if they're for kids. I don't think they're monetizing them. I'm not
Exactly.
sure.
That's what word I was looking for. You can't get monetized.
Anyway, I don't know. I've gave up on monetization. So.
Me too. Like,
Well, here's the deal. I got up like 870 something, and then YouTube comes along and wipes me back down to 809.
yeah.
So they can
Strange.
just
Why
sit
did they
on it.
do that?
I've been on here
Because
almost
they
2
come
years.
back, they come
Look at
through
300.
and remove people who don't view your videos a lot.
Really?
I don't get a lot of people's notifications anymore. I'm like, hey, I used to watch this channel all the time, and now I didn't know that they even had content because I'm not getting those notifications anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that happened to me too. I thought it was just me.
They say it unsubscribe and resubscribe and you get notifications. And I've done that with a lot of people and it still don't work.
It still
So
isn't doing
it
anything.
don't matter if it's subscribed or not anymore, I guess. I don't know.
Oh
I
my
think it's pushing certain people and pushing other people way in the back.
Yeah.
Well, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I have plenty of viewing time for monetization. I just don't have the people. So,
Right. Me too.
Yeah, you got people. I know some people that make stretchy bracelets and it went from a 200 to 4,000 in less than 6 months. Making stretchy bracelets. I'm not kidding, right, April?
Oh yeah, you was telling me about it. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because sometimes I guess it's not what we think we would consider, great content. It's just more about like how trendy it is or how active they are or something.
What people wanting to learn, it's like easy and people like want to learn how to do it, kind of stuff. It makes it popular too.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. But I know some channels that are just those, I guess I would call them like supporter channels. They get on there live and just call out people's channel names and try to help people boost their, viewers and all that kind of stuff. And their channels get monetized so fast. And that's all they're doing is, hey, subscribe to so-and-so, or hey, shout out people's names and stuff.
I've seen that. This one lady, Crochet Corner or something another like that. I can't remember exactly what her name of the channel is. And she goes on like once a week and she has people come on one after another saying, give the name of your channel. And she does the live thing like you're talking about and says, give the name of your channel and let them talk for a couple of minutes. They say bye. And they say, subscribe to me, subscribe to them and all that. And I'm like, and she got like a couple thousand subscribers from just doing that.
Yeah.
God. That's cool.
anyway, I just sell my little jewelry, play my little piano, sing my little songs. And if you're not a Ray Stevens fan, you're not going to get that.
I've been on here going on 2 years. I'm still on 300 subscribers.
So here's kind of what I got them doing with the star,
Oh, that's pretty.
the rhinestones. Like, I hate this light. I really, really hate the light.
Oh,
More sparkly. So I accented the cane there with a little glitter. I did the camel with some glitter, and then I'm gonna have to do something with the other side to give it some like sparkle. Maybe like a red robe or something on one of them.
Does the crown show up good to where you can maybe do any crowns on the kings or?
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of weird. This one, maybe I think this would be kind of part of the crown there.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
This looks like a bun to me, maybe this is an oriental sort of bun thing. I'm not sure.
Well,
Okay, let's do this. I've managed to lose.
Thank y'all.
I know where they are, but my Elmer's glue. So somewhere I have some Mod Podge, but this will work. Glue is glue.
Go back to there. We go. This Mod Podge will dry before I even get all the rhinestones stuck on there.
You're using Mod Podge to put rhinestones on?
Yeah, these little flat back ones.
Huh.
Do you think that's bad? I don't know.
No. I just had never thought of using Mod Podge for rhinestones.
Oh.
Come on.
It's just easy to brush on, and
Right.
like you said, you use the Elmer's glue.
Well, now I'm using wood glue, like you would Mod Podge at the moment.
and this glue called glitter glue that doesn't have glitter in it. That's really good glue, but it's expensive.
Okay. I have some is it like the kitty stuff? Because I have that kind of stuff somewhere.
I am right here, but I'm muting myself because I'm going to be making some noise.
This
Nope.
right here. And it comes with like a little pinhead thing, and you can just unstop it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll hold like your metals and paper and everything. It's really good.
Okay. And
About $10
get that at Michael's and stuff?
Huh?
Can we get that at like Michael's or somewhere?
No, you have to order it online. You can't find this at Michael's. But
Oh.
The thing about it is that if you live somewhere where it's like in Canada, they can't get it in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just it's really good for making like books or mini albums, things that you need to be sturdy to hold up that don't
Right.
fall apart. It's really good for that.
Okay.
It just so happens to hold metal together too. I've tried it on it and it worked.
Jude,
Jewelry that you want to last, but you know, if it's a last resort, it might work. You know?
Jude wants to know what I'm working on.
yeah, she's asking about what you're working on.
Across.
Let me pull you up real quick. There.
And, I've put paper on it, some scrapbook paper on it, and I'm trying to get it to lay down on the edges. I should have cut it closer. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just actually I need to quit playing with this and get a bunch more glued together because I got to have a bunch for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Kids can do it, play with it. Let me put a layer here of this on this so it all look the same.
She said she's decorating trees. Awesome.
Decorating little trees, big trees.
You got anybody else in the chat that's crafting along with us?
Jeremy told me that I had to get a new tree because mine was burnt because we got a black tree.
And shout out if you're watching and you found us through TikTok, let me know because I'm wondering if that's working. Tabletop trees.
I have companies like I'm putting it up just for me. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I put up 2 little trees. I put up my little fiber optic tree and then my little rustic looking tree. And the rustic looking tree has all of the rustic ornaments that I got from April that I rusticized, where I wrapped jute around the candy canes and the fur around the candy canes. Those are all on it. I need to take a picture and put it on Facebook. Anyway,
I mean, my kids live as far as Cindy does from me, if not further. So it's like they don't come down here. It's too far.
Some of your kids live in Arkansas, don't they?
One of them does. One of them lives in Mississippi, and he works in Memphis. Lives in Harnell.
Mississippi. I have a friend that lives in Mississippi. She's from California, and
Oh,
she
yeah?
always calls it Mississippi because the humidity is so bad.
Mhm.
Hey, it's pretty there, though. Golly, if you ever been there, Mississippi is gorgeous.
I don't like Mississippi. I lived there for 5 years. Don't like it. It's too flat.
It's hilly. It don't have mountains. It's hilly.
Indiana. When I went through Indiana, I was like, it's flat out here. Nothing but windmills and
Little hills.
desolate in the area we went through.
Half of Arkansas is flat.
Huh?
Half of Arkansas, the east side of Arkansas is flat.
Yeah. But the west and the north and the northeast is not flat. And that's where I
It's not
live.
flat.
Central
Our house
Arkansas
was
is
on the
not
side of
flat.
a hill.
Huh?
Our house was on the side of the hill in Little Rock. Little Rock is hilly.
Yeah. Central Arkansas is not flat. It's not flat here. I can look. Of course, I live. I can look out my house and see Mount Magazine, which is the tallest mountain in Arkansas. So,
I wish
But-
I had a mountain view. Heather got a mountain view too.
Yep, I live along the Wasatch Front here, right in front of part of the Rocky Mountains, and it looks pretty that way. And then you look the other way, and it's city.
Cindy, I used to climb what's it called? Pinnacle Mountain all the time growing up.
yeah.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
my
on
niece
the flip
likes
across
to
the
run up that. One of
Yeah.
my nieces.
Betty Jean Mountain was one of my favorites too. Has a
We
very-
lived at the foot of Petty Jean Mountain for about 6 years.
It's beautiful.
And,
The waterfall goes through the middle of it. There's a lake on top.
We lived over there, and we lived over there one year when it caught on fire. And my boys had a trampoline, and the ash and little sparks fell and made little bitty holes all in the trampoline and ruined it.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not funny, but wow.
Probably the best thing about the mountains is you always know which way east is.
Hmm.
Because that was because everybody in Utah, because Utah's a grid system,
Mm-hmm.
and so you got to know which way east is, and there's the mountains, and then the Great Salt Lake is to the west, and Dwayne and I have been out of state, and trying to guess which way east is. And I remember one time even asking a gal, and she's like, I don't know. And I was like, that's so bizarre. But yeah, pretty much you can't really get lost unless you're around the streets with just names, because like this street is Cherry Hill, but most of the places I've lived here, the street is a number.
Mm-hmm. We have named streets here, but when I married the kid's dad and had to live in Alabama and stuff, I had to get used to county road numbers because that's all everything pretty much was, unless it was like right in town. And that was the hardest thing. I mean, I'm more of a visual person anyway, like remembering how to go to someone's house is all about, I turn right at this store and there's a big old sign and then big old tree and that kind of thing. So like trying to remember numbers, no. I couldn't tell anybody what road it was or whatever.
I know this street has a number, of course. I just don't know what that number is. I always forget. Dwayne knows. He remembers things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really wonky dookie.
Says we got 6 watching. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if y'all are doing anything and haven't commented what you're working on, let us know. Let us know how you found us if you're new. I've been advertising on TikTok.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I lost my Coca-Cola. I can't live without it.
Oh no. Need gas for the car. I hope I don't run out of the small ones before I get finished.
The small.
The little smaller rhinestones.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
an idea from my cousin's daughter. Her daughter's name is Haley as well. When she was over here and they were messing with me, she took hot glue and she made a star out of hot glue and the rhinestones that I'm using. And I was like, that's cool. I need to do that on this one. Yeah. I'm in line, guys. They forget. I told them about it all morning. They still in there hyped up talking about games and stuff. My goodness. Hi, Lori. Welcome. Are you crafting along with us today?
Hey, Lori Hollister, how are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm in that chair. I'm dragging. So I got head pins stuck in it from popping everywhere when I cut them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Lord. I tried to vacuum my room yesterday. I haven't vacuumed my room in a long time. And I tried to vacuum it, and I had to unclog my little vac. Of course, I was using just my little battery-operated cordless vacuum cleaner. I had to unclog it twice.
You got some jewelry components stuck in there?
It had all kinds of stuff in it.
I'm sure many of my own personal earrings have probably ended up in a vacuum cleaner once or twice. I know here lately I've lost a couple of my favorite earrings. Like I was wearing my star ones that are sterling, and I was out. It was Thanksgiving time, and I was out, and I lost them. I guess shopping. Probably from the mask, taking it on and off, pulled it out of my ear, and I didn't even realize until I got home.
Look in your car.
Yeah, that was one place I did a quick sweep of it, but I do need to look a little bit better and make sure. That one's discolored. I'm not gonna use that one. One more. Give me one more.
I'll lose earrings, and I'll lose them when I'm wearing them, and I'll think, well, I've lost that earring, and then when I pull off my clothes, they're more times than not are in my bra.
Wow.
I don't know if that's happened to me.
One time we were in a store, and I was digging through a pile of purses, and I lost a ring off of my thumb, and we went through that pile of purses and looked, and I couldn't find it, and I was sure I had lost it for good. And that night when I got undressed, it was in my bra. Cannot tell you how to this day it got in my bra, but it was in my bra.
I have an earring that I lost its mate back in about 1983, and somehow I still have the other one, just to remind me that I lost the other one.
So you never lost the other one or anything misplaced. So you've had that for that many years, Heather?
What was that?
You've had that one for that many years and never lost it?
I've
I
never
don't think I have
worn it
anything from 93.
since. I've never worn it, and somehow I haven't lost it. I don't know how. Since then. But yeah, kind of silly.
I've moved too many times and lost things. I don't think I have any jewelry that I had back in 93, to be quite honest.
No, I don't.
I do.
Well, I didn't get my ears pierced until 1983.
Oh, I was 8.
I probably got mine about 1983, but I was only a small child, baby.
I was 18. I was 17. No, I turned 18 that year.
You're all babies. My goodness. No part.
Yeah, so let's see. So yeah, I got my ears pierced in like 80. I got Natalie's ears pierced when she was a baby. And she wanted to get her nose pierced in junior high, and we said, sure, you can get your nose pierced, but we're not signing for it. And so on her 18th birthday, I took her and she got her nose pierced because she still wanted it. So, but because yeah, we're like, that's fine, you do what you want. You gotta wait till you can sign for it, though.
I was 24 in 83.
And what was that?
I was 24 years old in 83.
In 83, I was 11.
I just had my daughter. I got my tubes tied. I was done. And I had
Were
my
you, like,
36.
3 years old, April?
I was born in 81, so in 83 I was 2, yeah.
And
I think my mom said she got my ears pierced when I was like 1 or 2.
My daughter was born in 82.
Okay, time for some red glitter. Where is it? Don't tell me I don't have it anymore. No, I need red.
there, I wrapped the Legos.
I like the paper.
Thank you. You want to hear my system? My very utilitarian system. I always get butcher paper. Butcher paper, wrapping paper.
Where do you get that at?
It's a Walmart. The
Okay.
other stuff is just butcher paper. And then I have, just for this purpose, my metal yardstick, and I just tear it. So I just tear everything. And then it's nice and straight.
Cool. I didn't know that would work like that, but that's awesome.
Only on either expensive wrapping paper or butcher paper. That's why I go with butcher paper. Your cheap thin stuff, 99-cent roll stuff, it doesn't work. Let me go put these under the tree. Oh, I'll bring in what my neighbor gave me. Hang on.
Okay, cool. How did we know she wasn't going to work on her project?
I think her project was wrapping. Didn't she say that her project was going to be wrapping?
Yeah, that's what she
Was it? Because I thought she showed me something that she was going to work on.
I thought she said wrapping and repairing those stockings.
Yep, so I repaired the stocking, I've wrapped, and then next is so my neighbor is so funny. She called on Sunday evening and she's like, can I come over? I'm like, sure, come on down. And she hands me a gift bag and she said, this is for me being a crappy friend. And I'm like, what? 'Cause, she was going through a medication change, and anybody who knows about that, I totally do. I haven't really heard from her for a few weeks. And no judgment, man. Been there, done that.
Go for a walk with you and stuff.
What was that?
Was she the lady that goes on a walk with you and stuff?
She's the one that, unless I had West first, and then I end up at her house. So I have to do that because if I head east first, I end up at her house. So I've asked her to go, told her anytime she wants to go on a walk with me, but she has her health problems. Again, no judgment. We all have our issues. So for her being so I already looked in because it was not a Christmas present, it was a crappy friend present. So she enjoys sewing, and so isn't that cute, my little Christmas elf?
Mm-hmm.
And I have some felt. I think I'll take it to her because it's just growing dust here.
If he likes to craft, why don't you talk her into coming on here with us?
I was thinking about that. Yes, I was actually going to ask you first, and
that's
then a little house.
That is so cute. That reminds me of the Smurfs or something with that little house.
Yep. So super cute and very thoughtful. And I told her not to worry about that she'd been a crappy friend. I've sent texts to her checking on her. But yeah, if I don't hear from someone for a while, I know some people feel really bad, and if we don't talk for a while, and sure, I may have missed them, but I'm like, hey, we all got our lives. Don't worry, it's good. No apologies necessary.
Yeah, because I feel guilty when I can't get up with everybody on a regular basis.
And I like to keep updated.
Not that I don't care. It's just that I just get overwhelmed with life a lot of the time.
Yep. That is completely understandable.
You'll be back in 25 minutes? Yeah, we'll be on in 25 minutes probably.
Now, I have a color from every, in my drawers, I got my primary, my secondary colors. I can make whatever color because I love mixing paints. I think I like mixing paints better than I like painting. What should I do with my windows? Should I leave the signs on? I was thinking of taking the signs off and doing something and then putting them back on, but I think it looks like they're kind of nailed in. So I probably wouldn't be able, I'd have to try and glue them back on, which wouldn't be the same. If they just popped off easy, it wouldn't matter.
April, did you ever finish your windows?
I got the, if you look on my Instagram, I got the ones that I joined up together, but the ones I was working on with y'all, I didn't finish. I haven't finished I didn't try to start on the second one, and I don't think I'm finished with the first one.
We're just on me again, by the way.
Oh, yeah, because you were showing us the stuff.
Yes. Just letting you know I'm done now.
Okay, you're done. But yeah, I do. I got to get. I told Colt tonight we need to go ahead. Like when Haley and Jay was here, they did their make your own ornament, and me and Colt need to do ours tonight, so I can go ahead and put them on the tree. And Casey actually made one too.
Oh,
he was here. He just left everything. He totally forgot to take all his stuff with him.
I wonder why he don't ever come on here with you.
Well, here lately, it's because of Mama and
Does
all
he
of
take care
that.
of Mama? I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, so.
Yeah. Yeah, they have all that going on with Mama and everything right now, and he hasn't even done Porch Church, I don't think, in a long time. If he's still in the chat, are you still there, Casey? You can tell us.
I've never seen him come in.
He came in a while ago.
Yeah, he was like pretty early on, but
I must
probably.
have been looking for my Coke or something.
So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the crosses made. I'll make.
I was thinking if I got 2 more, I could do one for each season.
That would be interesting.
I think Natalie got them from Hobby Lobby.
You do seasons or holidays or months or what? something cute that I watched this one girl do where she made a home sign, and the O part was this little wreath that was interchangeable, that was seasonal. Like one had a pumpkin, one had something Christmassy, that kind of thing.
Did
One
that-
of them farmhouse, so you could kind of use it any old time.
We did that like crazy when I worked at the craft store. One Saturday a month. It was Super Saturday, and we'd set up tables and chairs. Completely crazy day, and people would have signed up beforehand, and it was typically the same ladies. And I remember one year, so it probably started did in January. It was a teddy bear, and you could hang your wall, and it had Velcro. And then every month, along with other projects, you would do your different decoration that you would Velcro to your toll painted teddy bear, and your little toll painted wood piece, and back when toll painting was all the rage. So, yeah, I did helped out with several of those kinds of projects.
Okay, so I just went ahead and let me put this back on where y'all can see me bigger.
Of that one,
I kind of did it like their robes are glittery. I made it fun.
I like it. What about their little things on top of their heads? Are you gonna do that? Are those little crowns? Are you gonna do them gold?
I don't know. Maybe I should. And then we'll put it all on this little thing because it slides into the base, and then we'll see what needs to be added because I feel like it might be naked in some places and need something else.
Or you could do little jewels on the crowns.
Yeah. Let's see. What other ones do I have?
Did you
I know-
finish your star?
Hmm.
Did you finish your star?
Yeah. So here, let me slide this in. I'll show you what it looks like so far, and then we can decide like what it really needs, what else more it needs to go with it. There we go. So we got that. I did her wrong side. I did her little staff there in like silver, but maybe I should add something to that part. I don't know. Should I paint him white? I've got some paints too. I could add paint.
Does it tell you how to slide them in there? Is that?
Yeah, the image on the front of the package, this was the Dollar General ones for $3, had an image like that. So I put it the way that it showed it on the image.
Okay.
Well, actually, I didn't do it quite right. I need to put this one here and this one here.
I was gonna say.
So, yeah, we'll see. This one goes up here, and then that one goes here. Like that.
You're gonna stain the wood too, the house part, to make it look like an old barn or whatever.
I was thinking of leaving the wood like it is on this one, and that's why I was just going to accent certain parts with glitter and stuff. We have a wooden rabbit that has interchangeable cloth ears. The ears are fabric for each of the months and holidays. That's cute. Hey, Gianna. Sorry I didn't see you join.
Hey, Gianna.
So any suggestions?
How did your surgery go, Gianna? Did you already have it?
I didn't know her. She was having surgery. I think I'll paint the sheet white.
Cataract surgery? No, glaucoma surgery.
Oh, okay. We're going to see how these Dollar paints work out. The ones from Dollar Tree are so thin, you have to coat and coat and coat and coat. I'm hoping these are better.
I also have some ribbon that I was thinking of making just a little bow, stacking them, making a little bow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm not gonna do anything with it, but I have the ribbon. People from church brought a loaf of cinnamon bread, and it had cellophane and ribbon around it. So I thought maybe recycle the ribbon, do something with it. It must be home. Or it's the garbage
best
truck.
paint to get for a reasonable price is to go to Walmart and get those apple barrel acrylic paints. They cover pretty good.
I have a lot of those, yeah.
And they're 50 cents a bottle for the small bottles at Walmart.
My favorite colors, though, are Americana. Those tend to be the hues that I like the best. And then Ceramic Coat.
Well, she's using Dollar General paint and was talking about how the Dollar Tree paint didn't coat very well for her.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But yeah, it's like if those paints are on sale. Well, I don't need any paint. I gotta use paint before I buy more. I told you my story though about that I had when I went to the store to get when we did the birdhouses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I went and bought yellow and pink and spring green, lavender to do the birdhouse. And I brought it home. I'm like, who the hell paints a house in these colors? So then it ended up being black. It was that one.
Jude said it's time for coffee cake break.
Yeah, that was basically what we got was the coffee cake.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't had any, so didn't claim it looks like there's like just the end of it that I'll claim.
Who eats the fruitcake stuff? I don't eat that.
Ooh.
Does anybody
If I
like
got cake, I would pass that along as a gag gift.
it? Right? Me too.
Nasty. Yeah, I have a horror story.
there's certain kinds of fruitcake I like.
Mm-hmm.
I love Amish friendship fruitcake.
I've never had that.
Me neither.
Well, it has your fruit is soaked in whiskey for a month before you put it in the cake.
So it's not that sticky stuff then?
No,
It's
it's
like
not.
gummy things in there. Ugh.
No, it's not sticky stuff.
And that sounds much better.
Oh yeah.
But it's real bad about if you bake it. You know how they say that you can cook the alcohol out of things?
It doesn't really do that.
You still smell like you've been drinking after you eat it.
That's how those things I had that one time. I didn't feel any kind of like buzz from them or anything, but I definitely smelled like I had been guzzling liquor.
Makes you wonder if you could pass a breathalyzer test, don't it?
Right? I swear, officer, I was just eating some candy. That's all.
I am in the mood to make fudge, and all I need is my chip. I make easy fudge. I make it in the microwave where you melt the chips along with the sweetened condensed milk.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, trying to decide, do I want to make chocolate or do I want to make peanut butter fudge?
Aha. How about a batch of each? So
A batch
You know
of it might get me in trouble if I ate it all.
So your question for me earlier, Cindy, about Mormons not drinking coffee. So that falls into the word of wisdom category. Well, amongst that is to not drink alcohol. And my daughter, she worked at a local owned hamburger place. It's really good. They like grind their own meat. They make their ingredients. It is not fast food hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
It's $10 hamburgers. And so one of the things they offer is beer battered fries. Well, being in the uber conservative community of which we live, there would be people worried that they'd be breaking the word of wisdom by having beer battered fries. And this is not just one, this is multiple people, and I beer batter fish. I know someone who won't eat that. I'm going to hell for plenty of other reasons. And, the beer battered fish is the least of my worries. But so my daughter would let them know that the owners of the business, who are Mormon, asked their bishop, their pastor, and that it's okay to eat beer battered fries. True story.
What did he say? You got it.
It is okay to have beer battered fish and beer battered fries.
Well, never mind. I better not say that because that might be really considered very derogatory. So,
What? Say it.
I was going to say they should have applied their word to wisdom about the wives. And
Well, you know why that stopped, or why it started and then stopped. It started because supposedly it kind of does make sense. It would be if there was a widow, then another man would take them on to take care of them and their children. That makes sense right there.
right.
So, when you get up to like 40 wives, it's like, but really? Do you need that many, Brigham Young? So, of course, it went extreme. But then Utah wanted to become a state, and so they had to get rid of polygamy in order to become a state. So that's why it ended. But now polygamy is simply decriminalized in Utah because what do you do about it?
I guess technically you could say they're not polygamous because they only marry the first wife and then they just.
And which, of
other
course,
ones.
polygamy has not been a part of the Mormon Church for over 100 years, but there are
Still polygamy.
splinter religions that still practice the polygamy here.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking that should have been in the word of wisdom. That's just like me talking about King Solomon being the wisest man that ever lived, and he had all these wives and concubines. I said, there was some things he wasn't wise about. That's what I tell my kids.
Hey, if a man takes on more than one woman, he deserves all the insanity that comes his way.
There you go.
He probably deserves it with just one wife.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out how many I've got here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I made the sheep in iridescent. I painted it white and made it like the iridescent kind of glitter.
I haven't got out any of my nativities yet this year. I don't know if I will. We're so close to Christmas now, so I don't know that I feel like digging through the tubs. Anyway, so my mom went and got COVID tested this morning because she's been in quarantine all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the one that took me to the hospital when I got tested positive, because I went to the hospital because I was AFibing real bad and having some AFib trouble. Anyway, to the ER, and she's the one that took me because my battery on my car was dead. And anyway, but I had worn my mask, but I had spent Thanksgiving with her too. And so anyway, so she's technically, her days up to be in quarantine were over, but she was kind of waiting to get her test. So anyway, she went and got tested this morning, and they done one of the quick ones that told her immediately she was negative. So I was very happy to hear that. Very happy. So anyway.
How old is your mom, Cindy?
My mom is 75. She's 20 years older than I am.
My mother's 81.
My mom is actually in really good health, except for she has arthritis in her hips real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And but she grows a garden and mows her yard. She she does the riding part, and Jared goes over and does the push part for her. And she redid all the altars, refinished all the altars at her church, painted her porch.
Wow.
She's
They
and
need her.
quilts all the time. She's always making. Well, no, I say she quilts. She makes quilt tops. She sews all the time and makes quilt tops. And so, in fact, that's what I got her for Christmas. She told me this morning. She said, I need a new cutting ruler. I've worn the numbers off of my big 18 ruler." So I ordered her a 24-inch cutting ruler, and then she wanted some blades for her rotary cutter, and the blades were $6.65 a piece, or I could buy a brand new rotary cutter that was a nice brand, Arteza brand, and get 6 replacement blades with it for $17. So she got a new rotary cutter. So anyway, but I still got to figure out what to get for my brother. I know what I'm getting Jared and Dave. Dave wants some new jeans. Jared wants money.
That's Jeremy.
I ordered a blanket from Joe. You know, the lady that makes the jewelry. I can't remember her name.
Joe.
Josie?
Yeah, for Dawn's Christmas. It's a kitty cat blanket. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does she sew quilt? How did she make her blanket?
Yeah, she makes blankets, and she makes bags.
Mm-hmm.
She calls them the anything bag. They're like a little zipper pouch. They're real cute. And she
Mm-hmm.
makes several sizes of them. Yeah, she sews a
We
lot.
need her to come on too.
Mm-hmm.
She works during the day.
Yeah,
so
she will.
Yeah.
she works for her son during the day. So
Taking pics and listing. That's what Kathleen from This and That is doing.
you're taking pictures and listing. So
Gold Road, maybe.
where are you selling at, Kathleen? I didn't know you were selling online, sweetie.
I think she has Etsy and eBay, but I'm not sure about Poshmark.
And I got strings of glue everywhere. You just keep pulling at them.
Not long after I found this whole jewelry community, I think about that time, a little bit after that's when I met Kathleen. And I think she had just found it too, maybe.
Yeah. Yep, I've been around for quite a while.
Oh yeah, you too. But I was also talking about this and that,
Oh,
Kathleen.
that's now. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you
Kathleen.
too. Yes.
Red.
I'm on Etsy, eBay, and yes, she's on Posh. Oh, and sometimes Macari. I never did give Macari a try. I never tried it.
I listed some things on Macari, but they didn't sell, and I couldn't figure out how to offer sales to people and stuff like that. And so I just when they expired, I didn't redo them. So
I think Dwayne does cross posting.
I think Kathleen's first auction she did.
I do not cross post. I have one item cross posted, and it's actually sitting right here because I had somebody ask me a question about it the other day, wanted to know how big it was because they had a little wrist and they were wondering if it would fit them. Well, it's a Kitty Craft. It's Kitty Craft Goldfield bracelet, and it is Kitty Craft. It's for kids. Anyway, it's very old. It's in this really old thing. And so anyway, so I pulled it off and measured it and took pictures for her. I said, I think it will only stretch to about 4 inches, maybe 5. So anyway, but it's the only thing I have cross posted. I have it on Etsy and on eBay. But
Hi, Erin Lucas. Welcome. Nice to see you here. And yes, you're right. eBay is kind of greedy with those fees.
actually, I'm thinking about closing my eBay store down after Christmas. The only thing about eBay is they offer the kind of traffic that no other site can offer. You know,
Yep.
they have billions of users on there, and there's no other site that has that many. Now, Poshmark has a lot, but I still don't think they're up with eBay for.
Right.
And so, yeah, they have fees, but I guess they have costs too. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, y'all know 8. I sell mostly in my auctions, so that's where I sell most of my stuff. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think that will be enough, but I still have enough blocks here to make a few more. So we'll make this package, and then I've got 2 more packages of blocks, but we're not going to do crosses with them. Oh, somebody needs to empty my trash.
That's where I'm losing the glitter. When I go to stick it down in there, my finger is taking the glitter off.
3.
Where
No.
else do I need to add something?
4.
I shared your channel today with some of them other people I've been hanging out with, April.
Awesome. Maybe I'll get some new subscribers. Is that where Erin's from? Erin, how'd you find the channel?
April, I feel like you have this woman right here. Is that a woman?
Are we talking about here?
Yeah, there.
I get the feeling that's a woman because it feels like she's wearing a hijab or something.
That's
Okay,
Mary.
I feel like she should be over back here with this. But
It shows her as in front of the camel, so I wasn't sure. And you can't move the two back would be Mary
Okay.
and Jesus here.
Okay, then if you can't move them, they're put in the place.
Not Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah, baby Jesus is there, but
I'm just trying to figure out who that woman is.
these are the 3 kings. Yeah, she's just some shepherd, I guess.
It's politically correct. Equal opportunity for women to be shepherds.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Joe.
Oh.
There's Joe. Are you working today, Joe? We were just talking about you should come on with us someday and craft with us. And I said I thought you worked during the day. I didn't know for sure.
I was telling them about your blankets you make.
Well,
Maybe I can do. I just don't know. I just didn't want to full on paint it. I wanted just little here, little there glimmers and
Accents.
Mm-hmm.
You got your blanket, Joe. I got it hid from Dawn. I gotta wrap it.
Yeah, she looks like she needs more than just her staff.
She says she's sewing. One of these days she'll come on with us.
Okay. So nice to finally catch you. Awesome. Thanks. I've been subscribed for you for ages, and I'm in England, so I often miss your lives. Oh, okay. Do you like to craft, or you're just reseller?
There we go. That right there is what I'm looking for. Slitter. Let's see. Okay.
Just the reseller. Okay. Yeah, I know my content for the reselling thing is kind of fell off lately. But I do have an unboxing of some jewelry or unbagging of some jewelry that was sent to me. And I've got to do that this week. So I will do that in the next couple of days.
Be looking forward to that.
Gee, I wonder where you got that jewelry.
I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't know if she wants me to say, but Kathleen sent me some jewelry. Yeah, Kathleen was so sweet. Sent me a bunch of jewelry to go through, and it'll be great to add to my jewelry jars and stuff like that. So if y'all are looking for jewelry jars, just watch that video because a lot of that stuff will probably be in those jewelry jars. I list those on my Etsy store for anybody that does not know that. Josie's asking what you're making, Cindy.
I'm gluing together crosses for my kids to decorate tonight in children's church here. Gluing together crosses. They're the sticks, and not all of these are created equal. Not all of these little blocks are created equal, and yeah. Some of them look crooked, but maybe after they put paper on them and wrap them, they'll look better.
I'm making the Jerry's kit of floral bows here.
Oh, don't be mean. Oh no. Let's see what you got going on with the bow. You said you're the bow maker.
Yeah, well this it's so the red one, it's the right width and it's the wire, so that's good. Yeah, because but it's not. I do best with 2 yards, and this was 1 yard maybe, and then I have the 2 other. Oh, there we go. Over top of it, and they weren't very long, so my tails are going to be odd. But
I remember when that style of bow was very popular on the barrettes, and people would wear them in their hair.
Yep, I sold lots of those supplies. And doing the pony beads and yep, all of that. I'm trying to remember what that slickery stuff was. You buy it by the yard. Because let's see, the plastic lacy. There was the plastic lacy. Maybe that stuff was the rat tail.
Does this look right? Like that?
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
That's cute.
Okay. So that's enough accent to her. But yeah, Mary needs something.
Mary needs
She's
either,
usually pictured in like a blue kind of
right.
something, right? Let me see if I have anything like that. I'm kind of limited on my glitters. I stepped up my paint game and bought some more paints. And oh yes, these are called art. These are from Art Skills, and they are better than the Dollar Tree, but not as good as the ones that Cindy suggested. But they're better than the Dollar Tree paints.
I actually don't have no trouble with the Dollar Tree paints, but
Well, it's these. It may not be the same as the ones you have, I'm not sure, but these right here, they are the Crafter Square, but they're in these tubes. They go on so translucent that I have to, do 2 or 3 layers to cover them up.
I have a tube of that in the black. I mean, the red, not in the black, in the red. And but because it's so bright red, I always add black with it to make it darker. So maybe that's why it's covering better. So
Right.
So you're a paint mixer
too.
as well, Cindy?
say what?
You're a paint mixer as well?
Yes, I love to mix paints.
Yep, I like making my own colors. That's what I.
The
And
only
if-
problem about doing that is you better make sure you make the first time. You better make sure you make enough to what you need.
Absolutely, yes.
Doing it the second time, it don't always work out.
And then if I have leftover, I just put an X on the cap with a Sharpie so that I know it's not what the label says. So I have a nicer bow on top of my tree. That's I have a bow that I made, I don't know when, on top of my tree, and one ornament because it was dropped off by people from the church. So I just want to have that on. So I haven't cut the little ribbons down yet, but there's the bow.
There we go. Okay.
So, Heather, what is your favorite color?
What was that?
What's your
What is-
favorite color?
Sorry.
Color. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Okay. In case I want to add a little color to this because it's pretty.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
I love purple is my color.
Yeah. So
Do you do a Hello Kitty
Yeah,
trick,
that'll be a surprise.
Heather?
And
So I'll pick some purple out.
you're a purple person too, Cindy?
So I asked you, do you do a Hello Kitty tree?
Oh, I have in the past. I have the ornaments. Some Hello Kitty, and then some were just balls that I put glitter and ribbon and stuff to go with it. But the tree that I put it on, the lights died, and I haven't taken the time to figure out, what, and it never was the right color of lights. So I really don't like getting the pre-lit trees.
Yeah, once you have a set of lights go, you kind of have to
Check the
always.
tree.
Well, I don't throw it away. I always just start putting on my own lights.
Let's see, this tree that I have now we bought it, but we always get trees out of storage units.
Hey, Lydia, welcome.
So
Hey, Lydia.
yeah, so I set up 3 trees all in a row because I didn't know which one I wanted to go on to, and I wasn't sure what was complete and what have you, so I set them all up.
After they're talking about eBay, after the first of the year, I'm going to not shutting my store down, but I'm going to quit paying for a paid store and go to just the 50 listings that they give you free.
Yeah, I gave up on paying for a store probably after the first year that I saw it didn't pay off for me.
I guess Dwayne pays for his.
He probably sells enough for that to work for him.
Well, he sells enough when he's doing, active with it.
Yeah, he told me he hadn't been active. I told him, I said, me neither, really, with eBay for sure. And Etsy, I just try to keep a little something coming here and there on Etsy so it doesn't completely blow off.
And
That's something I don't want to keep doing, though. I want to put forth a lot more effort.
Dwayne does not need to source. We have a whole basement full of crap. During the summer, he was doing Marketplace because he had things. He was cleaning out the garage, and so stuff that was too big to ship easily.
Or stuff that's been sitting there for 20 years.
And so,
Oh,
I take it Jeremy has an opinion about that.
well, oh my gosh, Dwayne and I were discussing. If you want to hear some of the psychology of my marriage, I like to keep things nice, tidy. I'm a bit of a minimalist. You guys know this. And Dwayne, he doesn't have a whole lot of stuff like personally, but he gets collecting crap to resell. The garage is okay because, he spent all summer cleaning it up. The basement is full of junk. The shed is full of junk. And he has a trailer full of scrap that I think he should just put it on, do curbside with it. And because he originally started doing scrapping, but the money's not in that right now.
Mm-mm.
And then we went into doing shirts, and now he just does whatever. We really try not to do clothes. When I say we, it's because I get to do the folding. Yeah, that was what I got myself into. I saw his folding job, and I'm like, I can do better than that. That's who started folding. And yes, of course, have the finger, but it still takes a bit of finesse to make it actually turn out attractive.
My flea market booth, I have it right now, everything in it 40% off, and then the last week of the year, everything in it's going to be either 75 or 80% off, because I'm trying to get everything cleared out of it so I can bring in completely new stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, Dwayne will do that.
Anyway, but I'm going to have to get to cracking if I'm going to put in new stuff right after the first year, because I don't have a whole lot of stuff here. So, but I mean, you know, I was just off of 2 weeks of quarantine, so it ain't like I've been out and about much. Well, none during quarantine, but we've been off a few days, so I got thread all over me.
Well, looks like I found the colors I'm doing because I can't reach the other drawers, and the one the glue's too. I gotta fight with it.
Let's see.
So we're doing gel gloss. I got some gel stain. This is my one drawer full of odds and ends. It's looking like. That's what we'll go with, because you can't see it until I tilt my mirror. Because in front of that set of, or in front of that, take a look at all of that. Look at that crap. You
Well,
rid of it.
you just told us you were a minimalist.
I know. That's one of my things, is when it comes to crafts, I am a bit of a craft supply hoarder. So, yes. But I do try to keep it organized. Like, it looks like a pile of junk, but I know where things are.
I'm not even going to show y'all my craft supplies.
So,
But nearly everything in here has a craft supply in it.
I can't show y'all everything. Mine's scattered amongst, some's in the office with me right now, some's on my dining room table, and the majority of it's upstairs.
well, because, you know, during the springtime, I got rid of a ton of stuff. And, but actually, under that is storage boxes, which I can just take down to the laundry room. And the laundry room's a big crap pile. When you got 5 people storing junk in one room, it doesn't stay organized.
Hello. Well, come here. Come on, Mama. Come on, little boy. There we go. Whoa, I don't want you to kiss me in the mouth. That's nasty. I know where you lick. Look,
Have you gotten him fixed yet?
not yet. He's going to get fixed after the first of the year.
How old is he?
He is 9 months old. He's 9 months old.
Yeah, I think that's a good age. Like between after 6 months, but by a year.
Yeah,
He'll be a year old in March.
mine was 7 months old.
March
when I had that.
Cats all do younger, especially if, like, one time I got a pair of litter mates, boy and girl, and I made sure they were fixed before any ideas came along.
No incest in your house, huh?
And no, but
Here's your mama's baby.
yeah, I'm so done with cats. We have 3, but none of them are mine. I'm so over cats right now. My oldest sister, she'll be like, "I'm not getting any more cats," and then she'll come upon one. Because we never go out of our way looking for cats. They just kind of show up.
Yeah.
There is a really sweet cat hanging out here that I'd like to have in the house, but
I told you our feral
lives here.
our feral cat moved in. She's still feral, but she lives in the house. And she uses the litter box. That's all that matters. She uses the litter box. But she lets Jeremy pet her. She doesn't let anybody else pet her.
The one that I was talking about a while ago that we call Big Gray, he's feral. My neighborhood has the crazy cat lady that takes all the cats and gets them fixed. I'm having a show.
Yeah, we have our neighbor across the street. She's a nice lady. She just loves to save animals.
I know. We need to bring the black kitty in and make it ours. But your cat ain't fixed, and if the black kitty is a female, we don't want no babies. Yeah, water. And if the black cat is a male, then we don't want no wars.
Right.
Because your cat thinks he owns everything in this house. Obviously.
But I got some more here.
I run him out of my bed. I run him out of my recliner. I'm finally getting past the drowning feeling that I had during my Rona episode.
I was going to ask you how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Good.
Anyway, but during that time, I wasn't getting enough water in, so I probably have a bit of a kidney infection right now because my back is just hurting like crazy. But okay, this is
All
going
right,
to be
Joe, we'll see you later.
Bye, sweetie. So, anyway, so any ideas what to get a workaholic brother that works all the time, who loves to grill, but has every kind of grill tool you can think of, and has a really good job and buys whatever he wants for himself. So, any ideas what to get a brother like that for Christmas? Because I have a brother like that.
Well, if he's always on the go, and I know everybody probably already has one, but you could customize one for him, would be like one of those tumbler mugs or something.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
He's not a coffee drinker or anything like that, so I don't know what he drinks during the day. I think he probably drinks pop, but I don't know that for a fact. But anyway, mine. Sorry, guys, not trying to be rude, but the puppy scratched me when he was inside my shirt. Anyway, you know, one of the things I want to do after the new year, talking about our eBay and Etsy, is I really want to make sure that some of the jewelry that I have made, that I get listed on some of those sites. So, no, well, on my Etsy is where I want to list it. But I mean, I've got nice pieces of jewelry that I've made out of nice stones and stuff that are just laying in bags right now. And some of them are just,
I want to sell more of my jewelry that I've made, and I want to make more videos of me making jewelry.
they have to join in on the artisan showcase that Jenny's doing.
Yes. Yeah, we got to see if we can get in on that.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I won't have more than 16 kids tonight. If I do, I'll be out of my mind. No. I have 16 to 18 regularly on Sunday mornings, but not usually on Wednesday nights. So, 16, 17. I didn't count this one. These, I need to go before church and buy another package of these to take. These paint their scratch markers to repair scratches on a furniture. And they come in oak. Let's see, oak, cherry, and maple colors. And anyway, but they're really neat for doing these blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep this one and put it on my tree over there.
Aaron was asking everybody, do we all sell on Poshmark? I told him I do, that you do, Cindy, and a few
I
of
do.
them that do as well.
Yeah, I do. I sell on Poshmark.
I look for ideas on Poshmark.
He said that he really thought that Poshmark was supposed to be good. And yeah, I did too. And when I first started, to be honest, it took off way faster than any other platform that I had tried. But here in the last, I'd say 6 months, it's been like desolate. Like I've maybe sold one item off Poshmark in a 6-month period.
I sell more on Poshmark than I do any other platform because I have more things listed there. But I do my online sales, and that's where I sell most of my stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, but I do have Poshmark, Etsy, and eBay.
Aaron said I think he said shoes, right? Earlier on. Yeah, footwear. Sells footwear. I would think Poshmark, yes, for what you sell would do really well. And depending on its age, if it's vintage, Etsy. I do well on Etsy with shoes if they're really cool vintage shoes. I've sold quite a few pair.
Oh, that's one other thing I have cross posted. I have a pair of vintage what are they? I can't even think what they are. They're a really nice name brand pair of vintage shoes cross posted to Etsy. But that's what I have sold the most of on Poshmark is shoes, even though I don't have that many shoes listed, but I do have quite a few listed. There's some really cool name brands too. Some big Buddhas.
I have so many shoes up there that need to get listed. You know, the only thing I've really allowed myself to buy in a long, long time is like small knick-knack, vintage knick-knack type items, home decor type things, or jewelry, of course, because I can't stop myself from that. But
I don't list any knicky-knack type stuff on Posh. I know that you can now, but I don't.
Yeah.
Were you able to get the inside of that bag clean, or have you even messed with it?
I haven't messed with it. I showed Haley though, because I figured that one would be something that she would like too. I told her I do need to wash out the inside or whatever and condition the leather, but I hadn't had time to work on it yet. You can sell on Etsy, you can sell modern things if they are for craft supplies or
there are ways to get around it. You can list things for supplies and sell on it. But there are ways. There are lots of people selling things. I mean, just like I can design t-shirts and sell them on Etsy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can design jewelry, modern jewelry, and sell it on Etsy.
Yeah. Handmade or items that are craft supplies or vintage. And if you honestly have an item that you really don't know the age of, you can list it on there as 2000 and whatever and before, or what is it now?
It's 2000 because it's got to be 20 years. 2000
and before. And,
how can that be vintage?
They don't know, but
it was 1990, 10 years ago.
They consider anything. See how neat that the little crosses look with the paint pen, the furniture marker pens.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah,
they do real well with that. So
love paint pens. I just got to figure out where mine are right now. That's what I could have been using to accent some of this.
I am a really slobby painter. Like by the time I'm done with just this simple little thing, I will have more paint on me than the project. So I like the paint pens as well.
Kathleen in the chat, this and that, she said, amazingly enough, I've been selling jewelry pretty regularly most of the time, though I give a shipping discount. And I'm assuming you mean on Poshmark.
That's what I've started doing,
Yeah.
Kathleen, is on my things that are pricier. When people like them, I offer them I'll offer a 10% discount, but then I'll offer them free shipping because I feel like that might motivate people to buy more if they're offered free shipping.
I think that's what Dwayne does for
Does that work?
industry.
Cindy, does it work?
Yeah, I've sold more jewelry doing that. So anyway, so
With my things on Posh, I'd be willing to do that more so than with things on Etsy because the fees are different over there.
yeah. But to me, you still can't beat having a live sale.
Mm-hmm.
Mary was, do you know who I'm talking about when I say Mary Lucas from,
Mm-hmm. She used to be in our Glam Squad group, right?
yes, she was in our Glam Squad, but she's one of the other admins over at Margaret with us.
Okay.
And, anyway, she had a live sale the other day, and she was like, she's like, I loved having it because I made in that one sale, and it was just a small sale. I mean, they didn't do a whole bunch of things, and it wasn't jewelry. She sells Murano glass. Anyway, she's like, I made what I make in a month online. She said, but what is so hard on her is because she has fibromyalgia real bad, is getting all the shipping done. So, which that don't bother me because ain't nothing wrong with me except for that I'm fluffy.
Aaron is saying Etsy now has an option for items between the years 2010 and 2019. I'm gonna have to go look into that because I don't know what that's about. Unless they're completely opening up their platform.
Okay, I don't need that. I've got my papers. I've got that, and I've got glue.
My dog.
Chubby.
So the deep bark, that's Dwayne's dumb dog. The high pitched bark is my dumb dog. Odie, shut it.
Mm-hmm.
I still love that his name is Odie.
And yeah, like I said, he just came with it.
No, that's what the cat should be in Garfield.
No one was feeling clever at the moment, so we just left it. And Charlie came with his name, and so did Myra. So all three dogs came with their names. If anyone wants a crazy old cat, her name's Mama. She's around 15. I will ship her to you for the price of shipping.
Mama.
You can ship a cat?
I cannot guarantee she'll be alive when she's there.
Hey, listen, they ship baby chickens all the time. There should be a way to ship kitties. You know,
somebody's going to get that cat from you just to simply save it from what you might do.
Really?
Yes. I'm out of patience for her. She ruined the front room carpet.
Mm-hmm.
So she was born to a homeless mother in our garage, and her mother got killed. But before that happened, my friend who worked part-time at Petco at the time sent someone with some kittens that they didn't think had a mother, which they probably did. But anyway, over. So I had 8 kittens, and she let me put them just inside the back door. Because she accepted the other kittens. They were about the same age. And then she got herself hit by a car. We had to let her go out because she was in litter box trained. So then I had 8 kittens, no mamas. And luckily, they were old enough that we could get them to drink milk, on their own, and started them on kitten food, or not milk, but formula. Woo.
Does do they need glitter? You want me to put it all together and see? Do they need to sparkle too, or can they just be like that?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I think I like them just kind of simple,
Mhm.
Keep them humble. Don't want them to get too full of themselves.
Right. Let's see.
But-
Get it down in here.
We'll see.
All right. Here's what it looks like. Here, we'll just put it full screen so everybody can see all the. Because I don't know if I got it all in there.
What about the sheep? The sheep needs some.
I need to move. I thought that the camel was going to cover his bottom, but it really don't. So I need to slide the camel up some.
So the sheep is mighty bright.
Oh, yeah, I made it. You talking about this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I put the glitter on it too.
What
This
about
one.
going around the edges of the sheep with a little stain, just so it kind of. It's just when you look at it, the first thing you see is the sheep, not baby Jesus.
Right, your eyes drawn to it.
Yeah, and then it's
You
like,
know, they see the snowflakes on the top. Can y'all
where
see
is
them?
baby Jesus?
He's
Oh, right there.
there's a little hand sticking up or something right there.
Yeah. Is there something you can do to make it? Because that's supposed to be your focus point right there.
Right. Yeah, I can do like something there.
So anyway, 15 years later, we have one cat left, and she's nuts.
Thanks, Lydia. Thanks, Kathleen. You've got a litter of what now? I lost myself thinking.
Oh, that we only have one of the cats left.
Oh, okay.
And that's Mama. And we didn't know she was such a jerk because she spent most of her time outside. And then when she started slowing down, came in the house more. And we're like, man,
What about beige for baby Jesus?
is that beige or more mustard?
No, it's called light beige.
Okay, come on.
I know it's the lighting, but
Yeah, it looks mustard here.
yeah. I can put that on there and maybe glitter too to make him stand out.
If you want to be correct, Jesus wasn't white. Just saying.
You know. That's what I have.
So I had
King's robes weren't glittery either.
let me see because I was just out of the room.
Oh, you want to see it?
Mhm.
Okay.
See it. So what sounds good for supper tonight, guys? What the crap? Oh, I left it over yonder.
And then I'm
I
gonna
like
put it
it.
on baby Jesus because he's just totally lost in the whole thing.
Yeah, yep. Got to make him stand out.
Yep. So we're gonna put something on him. Take this back out. There we go. That's the only pain is each section. Taking it in and out or waiting until it dries to stick it down in there.
Tell me, little boy. Okay. Kathleen, no, not Kathleen. Lydia, you missed our sale last week, and April had so many stamps, and every time she'd show one, I'd say, "Oh, I wish Lydia was here."
Yeah, if you need some, I still have them over here.
Oh.
But if you want to wait till the next craft sale, I'll just bring them back out then too. Hey, Barbie.
I might have some stamps somewhere. I'll have to dig around.
He was wrapped in rags and laid in a horse trough.
Mm.
That's what those little kids said.
That's funny. That's cute.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video of the little kids telling the story of Jesus's birth?
No,
Going around on Facebook. It is so stinking cute.
I bet.
I'll have to find it. Have you shared it on yours?
No. Let's see. Somebody showed it to me the other day, and I can't remember who it was. It's on YouTube too, but it's also gone around on Facebook. So, puppy. Oh, puppy. This is happy boy. He's got in his mama's clothes here.
You know, I have been horrible about, like I told my kids to read the Bible someday, just to have the knowledge of it. But I don't even know if they could tell you the whole baby Jesus. Man, I'm going to ask them. They should at least know that. And
Uh-oh. Why are we on me?
Oh, because we were letting everybody look at the puppy, and then I forgot.
I have these cute little. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the puppy down. I know he's cute, but I'm gonna have to put him down. So I give away a lot of bubble gum in children's church.
I bet the parents love that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I left these at church and asked anybody, do you want them? And nobody wanted them. So I kept them. And so I have this idea. I have a smaller cookie a smaller cookie bucket. Anyway, I had this idea of painting these and doing the cookie bucket and painting them white and making a snowman out of it to sit on the porch. Anyway, so I saved some little mittens I have like this I had a whole bunch of gloves in my booth.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled out these little bitty mittens, and so I'm still thinking about doing that, but I may do that after Christmas because snowmen are winter things too, so they're not just Christmas. So anyway, do that, stack the third one, probably run a dowel all the way through them to keep them connected, but I don't know if I want to do it like that. Maybe do it like that. Yeah. Anyway, but so yeah, I saved them because I couldn't bear the thought of them being thrown away. My cousin lived closer, I would have gave them to her because she's always looking for containers to make instruments for her. She's a music teacher, to make instruments for her music students. What is it, pups?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mix up a custom color for baby Jesus. he's so white, he's blending in with the background.
So, what should I have for supper tonight? Somebody tell me something good to eat for supper. I'm so over trying to figure out what to cook.
Chili? We had chili.
I made chili last night. I'm
doing chicken
dogs last night. So
this time, that's what we're doing.
Dwayne has this thing. He actually got it from Monica Miller from Keeping It Real with the Millers.
Mm-hmm.
It's kielbasa sausage.
Okay. I got some of that.
Cabbage and egg noodles.
What?
And then seasonings, of course, and we love it. That's
I never thought about the noodles with the cabbage, but I do this cabbage and the sausage, and I love it.
And yeah, do the noodles in there, and what is it called? Butter noodles and cabbage. Is that what the name of it is? Is that the recipe? Yeah. And we have too much kielbasa in our fridge. We have like 2.5 things. I don't know why. Probably because I keep asking him to make it, and then he'll get the cabbage and then throw the cabbage out because it gets old before he makes it, and so we still have the kielbasa.
That happens with produce around here quite often.
Yeah.
I get mad at myself. I'm like, I'm wasting all the stuff that we really need to be eating.
Yep. And then you look in the pantry, and there's
here comes the macaroni and cheese.
and But
That
yeah,
doesn't go to waste.
canned and boxed things, yes, that have no nutritional value or they're too gross. No one wants them.
Mhm.
Barbie,
And
are you still here? Is Barbie
But-
still here? Barbie needs to start doing her cooking channel again so she can give me some ideas. Okay, puppy. Oh, see, you scratch me. That hurts every time. It hurts. I know
another
you
thing that Dwayne does, it's not from scratch by any means, but he'll do the frozen meatballs and some ragu and the noodles and cream cheese and some water. And you got to make sure your spaghetti noodles are all stirred up so they don't stick together. And you put it in the pressure cooker for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and boom, you got spaghetti and meatballs. I think he adds the cream cheese last, like after it cooks, and then he puts in the cream cheese after. Oh, and Parmesan.
Casey was showing me something about a spaghetti that's cooked somewhat like that. And
And yeah,
good.
and what? Oh, and that's what you use your cheap Parmesan on. You know, just your stuff that comes in the can, not your deli stuff.
What is my chalk paint? I mean that right now.
Oh, look at my fingers.
She's been painting.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm not wearing it. You should see if I try to paint walls. First of all, I do a horribly ugly job. And then I end up wearing as much as what I get on the walls. So painted those. My front room is black and gold on the walls of the frames. But I can end up with paint from head to toe. I'm like combing it out of my hair for days.
Yeah.
I am and my son, he came over to help me because we're painting doors, and he wears any color as long as it's black. So he inherited that from his father, not Dwayne, his father. So there he is, all in black, and he's not goth, he just likes black. And I'm wearing, my standard around the house outfit, and I'm covered in paint. He doesn't have a speck on him. I don't know how people paint without making a mess, but
Doesn't happen to me. I don't know.
yeah, I guess I just really get into my projects because, I end up with glue all over me. And
I mean, it doesn't happen to me that I don't not get it on me. I do get it on me.
And yeah, and my mother, part of why she did watercolor is because it wasn't messy, because that's part of why she didn't like oils, is they're messier. And then I came along and I can make a mess out of anything.
Messes are fun sometimes.
Yeah.
So how far along are you, Kathleen, with the bracelet? You want to show us what you're doing? You done got so quiet.
Okay.
I
was talking to Dawn. I forgot to unmute. Dawn came home from work, and I was talking to him.
Okay. No, you're
Sorry.
fine. I just didn't want you to feel like we forgot about you.
No, it's okay. I'm just doing the same old thing, not getting too far because dealing with these very hard to bend head pins. So I switch back and forth so they don't hurt my hand, so I can complete the project without getting sore. And using
I noticed you mentioned those pins in your video, and yeah, I have the same trouble with them. I bought some and thinking, oh yeah, I can take this and make my little connectors and bend it as easy. No, those things do not bend. Wire does.
Do not buy Michael's head pins. They'll make your life miserable. You're better off making it like I'm making this little thing right here than to buy a head pin. Just make a loop and go around it. Whether it's messy, it doesn't even matter, because sometimes they even call wire wrapping messy wire wrapping on purpose for the look. So sometimes if you can't handle the head pins, just get you a softer gauge of wire, 22 gauge or 20. Don't go any softer than 24, and you can watch my little short video about how to use a real soft gauge and make it strong.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all hear that, guys? Y'all, if you like bead weaving and wire wrapping and things like that, she's the channel to watch. Barbie said, place the cabbage or slaw, Mike, in oil cast iron skillet, doused with olive oil, topped with little potatoes. Those little fancy ones are best. Douse again, top with sausage or chicken, and bake.
I wish I had some cabbage because I've got the little fancy potatoes and I've got the sausage. Oh well, maybe we'll just eat chili again.
You never know where it's going.
You just make a whole nother pot of it.
I'm ready for a big old pot roast myself. I'm gonna.
Or slaw mix. She's saying slaw mix is what that's supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay. Yes, nice talking to you too, Aaron. Thanks. And Cindy, he was asking about Rascal too, so he must watch you as well.
Oh, Rascal is rotten, so he's just my baby. I've babied him so much. Jared is the disciplinarian. If Rascal won't come in when I call him, Jared goes out there and get up here, and he comes right up and he swats him on the bottom. I know. I was like, don't spank him. He's like, somebody's got to teach him how to behave.
Mhm.
Like, that's my baby. You're spanking him. And like he barely hits him, but it hurts Rascal's feelings because he loves Jared. So
Yeah.
So
This might not be the look I was really going for, but it does at least make the baby stand out.
Oh, it does.
Oh, that's pretty.
So
I like that. Yeah.
put it all together and see if it works. Oh yeah, I haven't touched up on that lamb though. No, Heather said it catches your eye first. But I'm liking it much better.
It's pretty. I still just feel like the camel's on the wrong side. I feel like the camel should be with the wise men. And I know you're putting it together like they show it, but I just feel like he should be with the wise men.
Yeah. Now there is a difference in the texture of the back and the front. So, I mean, it maybe from like the traditional way they may have it wrong, but if I can't really flip him, or he'll be different, like his backside is different because it looks like that on the back.
Right.
That wood grain effect or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like this for now, but if I do anything else to it, I'll definitely share that on social media somewhere. If I add some more stuff.
Hold it back up so we can stare at it for a second. The whole thing, yeah. That's pretty. That's all the pieces back on there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice job.
Thank you.
If the camel hadn't have been gold, it would have been cool to have done the manger in gold because then that would have looked like straw.
Yeah.
In a bed of straw.
I don't know why I went to the camel first, but I was like, I got gold glitter and camel can be gold. And so I just needed the camel and gold. And he needs a little bit of another coat of glitter too, because he's kind of missing some spots. But yeah, probably need a little something more going on up here too, because you can't really see it. But maybe when my Christmas lights hit it, you'll see those snowflakes more.
That's what I was going to ask you. And put some kind of lights around it, or how are you going to do that?
Yeah, I have that round table in here.
Uh-huh.
Here, you know what, guys? I'll just take y'all into my room over here and show you. I have a round coffee table in there, and that's where I've been putting all the little projects that I've been working on with y'all.
We're
Light in
moving.
here. You're moving. You want to see all the Christmas presents? Out of control, but at least they're wrapped now.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can get you over here. to where you can see. Like, here's that other window that I made. There's these cowbells that I picked up and did the little. I wanted to put a vinyl on here, maybe with an initial or something that says joy or something like that. But this isn't fully like set up. But yeah, here's Casey's little Christmas tree thing that I made him. Bring it over here. It's wild. I wrapped one of those Dollar Tree Christmas forms that have the tinsel on them. I took the tinsel off and I wrapped it with a ombre yarn, and then added these light up so I can. It sits up on top of that, so turn it on, it lights up.
Oh,
And then each little thing I made little ornaments out of beads that I felt like looked oriental or whatever. There's a piece of jade there. Made all those little things and little coins, that kind of thing. He liked it. Here's his little ornament he made with those little Dollar Tree do yours, make your own ornament thing.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Barbie. Right. The the Magi was not at the manger. They didn't come until Jesus was about 2 years old, is what historians say. So
If Anita's still here, I've got those ornaments from her on my tree. But this is our showcase ornament tree. That's what I ended up using this for. I've got 3 trees in this room right now. I've got the ornament tree, and then I have a little mini tree. This one's going to get moved to the dining room table when I set up my Christmas table decor. And then there's the
well, look at that white tree. That's pretty. I like
that
that.
one's flocked, isn't it?
yes, we got that one flocked. And here are here's my ornament from Kathleen.
Awesome.
And this is my little Swarovski
Cool.
section. I got some Swarovski stuff in here.
I was giving you a hard time.
Y'all see, this is what I do. I like all this sparkly stuff, and I just kind of
Does
pile
your
it up.
fireplace work?
We hardly ever use it, but it does work.
Is it wood or gas?
It's wood.
Oh,
I'm scared of gas. I won't do anything with gas.
I've got a gas one, but I don't really use it.
If you ever been to my Etsy shop, that's where that banner on my Etsy shop come from, is that photograph
I
there.
was going to say that's that lady on your Etsy shop. Bye,
Yeah.
Kathleen. Thank you for being here.
Bye, Kathleen.
She's got
Yeah, that's a little tour of my little room in here. I have some bookcases on this side that house some of my pickups from thrifting and stuff, my crystal vases that I collect, and I put some snowballs on there, those to give them a Christmas look.
So, you said you were, so y'all don't have anything gas in your house? It's all electric?
Yeah, because I get freaked out by that, like thinking of something exploding. My story is that one of the first, when I moved out on my own after getting divorced, I moved into this older home that I lived in West Point, and it had one of those little gas heaters that go on the wall. I guess propane or something, I'm not sure. But I was going to work every day, and my friend told me, she's like, I told her, I kept saying, I have a headache. I have a headache so bad. She said, don't you have that gas heater in there? She said, are you smelling any of that smell? I said, yeah, I smell it from time to time, but I thought that was normal. She's like, no, it must be leaking. She's like, girl, that can kill you, constantly breathing that in and everything. And I didn't know that. But she's like, yeah, call the fire department, have them come out there and check it and see where the leak is and all that. And, have that fixed or whatever. And after that, I was like, I don't want anything gas in my house that may leak, and I don't know that it's leaking. And
What about your furnace? Do you have natural gas furnace?
no, here everything's all electric.
Because we have gas furnace, but we have is it CO2? Is that what it is?
The
The
sense
Carbon monoxide, yeah.
Yeah, we have that right there. By
Yeah,
it.
the detectors. We had a gas fireplace at our house in Conway, and we loved it. But me and Dave we both got carbon monoxide poisoning in 1986 or 87. We had a heater that wasn't vented properly, and we kept just being sick. But then when we would leave our house, we would feel better. And my dad figured it out, and he come and fixed it anyway. But yeah, we always have our fire alarms here are carbon monoxide and fire alarms together.
Really? That's cool.
But we have a gas heater here too, and our hot water heater is gas. I love gas because you can back up to it and it feels so warm. It's almost as good as wood heat. I like wood heat. We used to heat with wood, so but that's messy and a lot of work.
Yeah, no, that's true. The ash that gets out. That's why I don't even understand why anybody would have put carpet right there. Because you just think about the way it pops and cracks and it'll singe the carpet, or the ash is going to stain the carpet. Like, put some hardwood. No hardwoods in this house. We've got some of that fake wood over there that needs repair. But yeah, so it all needs to really be redone and everything. But we use it like probably once or twice in the wintertime just for the cozy feel of it or the atmosphere, but not really for the heating because we have the central heat and air. Well, I'm done with my project, and I don't know where y'all stand with yours, but are y'all all about to a point where y'all are ready to say goodbye today?
Sure. Mine will probably be done for another day, so it's hard work. So
Okay, well, I appreciate everybody that came and watched us and participated, and I appreciate y'all for joining me as usual on Wednesdays for these. We've got one more Craft with Me Christmas edition before Christmas is here, and yeah, so I think the next one's like this little house scene that comes from Dollar General. But we will see you next Wednesday, same time.
Bye-bye.
bye everyone.